As you can see right now, the feeling here among those in the crowd at this rally is one of resolve, standing up against the actions of Vladimir Putin specifically, but also sadness and pain while watching what's happening in their homeland. Each dealing with their own conflict in their own way while trying to figure out what more they can do.
It's like there's this knot in the pit of our stomachs. Obviously many sleepless nights, especially the last 2 nights.
Flying the blue and yellow flag and coming together for support is all the Ukrainian community in Toronto can do right now. Be there for one another while doing their best to reach out to those back home.
They're very difficult conversations that I've had with friends and family, because at the back of my mind, and I know their minds, we know that these may be final conversations, goodbyes. That is the reality.
Just a couple of weeks ago, the Future Bakery in Etobicoke was vandalized when the Stand with Ukraine banner had messages spray painted over top reading "Russia is power." Now it's a matter of watching a war taking place on the other side of the world, knowing that people they know and love are fighting.
It's 40 million people that don't want to go back to the old Soviet Union, don't want to go back to a dictatorship. They lived under it for too long. All they want is peace and to be able to make their own decisions on their own.
In the past 16 months, pro-Russian and anti-government protests in Ukraine have escalated from public disturbances to a violent civil war.
Organizations like Global Medic have been in Ukraine for years, offering assistance to those displaced during ongoing conflicts. Now, it's a wait and see.
As part of our response, we're trying to gauge what we can do, how we can do it, and how we can do it best to not only meet the needs of people that are going to be inside Ukraine, we also have to have a plan to help people that have fled.
Funds and humanitarian aid are also being set up here in Canada, but there's a fear they won't be able to reach the people they're intended for.
People feel that they will be forgotten and will be abandoned, and they very much worry that that humanitarian aid will eventually be blocked.
Meanwhile, the community here in Toronto will continue to send messages of strength and hope, all while supporting one another.
We have to remain strong for the sake of our friends and family in Ukraine.
Now, organizers and those that have gathered here with their signs and flags have said they will continue to rally in support, including a march that is scheduled now starting at Nathan Phillips Square on Sunday afternoon.